What's up? What's up? What's up? It's John here from JJSC Tech, and we are back again with another episode of the Cinematographer's Corner. And we have the true guest that's here, that gives all the information from a Sony side, because I don't shoot Sony whatsoever. But he is a Sony guy. He's a Sony advocate. He's also a great photographer. And we have with us none other than Mr. Kevin Natrum. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Feels good to be back. Feels like I'm home again.
I mean, yeah.
What's
Man.
up, John? How you doing?
I feel great. I feel great. I mean, you sound good. You sound good. It sound great. It look good. You got
That's good.
Yeah, you got some new lights and everything. What's up? What's up? What's up? So how's everything?
Yeah, did a little indoor, decorating, the little decor, Just that I didn't go Home Depot, but
Yeah.
our Home Depot as videographers and photographers is B&H or Adorama or maybe Amazon or any, one of these places that sell stuff like that. That's our Home Depot, you know what I'm saying?
That is true. That is true. But we're here because a lot of things happened since our last episode. Red dropped the prices of the Komodo X and the OG Komodo. It's not that much though. I mean, the Komodo X dropped from $10,000 to $7,000, and the OG Komodo just dropped $1,000. So it's not that big of a jump. It's still over $10,000 to build them things out in order to run them. So it's still a pretty expensive system. Black Magic came out and shake some stuff up. I mean, let me see if I can show you. Gosh. So we have this right here, the Black Magic Ursa Cine 12K large format. And it's starting at $7,000. What you got to say?
It got me blushing, Cameras got me blushing now. I looked at that camera for a minute. I did. I'll be honest. I did. I don't have any hands-on experience with it, but I did look at some of the specs, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, 16 stops. You know how camera companies, they be lying. It's really true to 13 stops.
True to 13, and you could hold that to it, because I'm guessing you used it before.
No, I haven't used it. I've seen a whole lot of YouTube videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the thing is, it has a new instead of a RGB sensor is a RGBW sensor. So it's
Wow.
it's it's not a new sensor because these sensors has been around for a while, but they did a couple of things to it, and th- it shoots 12K full
Mm-hmm.
sensor, and as you know with the red and etc., if you got to go down to 8K, 4K, and etc., it crops the sensor. This doesn't have to do that. So it will shoot 8K, 4K with the full sensor, same way. And this can do like 8K, what, 200 and something frames per second? Let me double check that.
Wow.
Yeah, these are the formats right here. So 12K up to 80 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go down to 8K, 8K, which is 8K, and it could do 60, 60, 224 frames per second right here. It's probably too small. Let me increase that size.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So when we scroll down right here and let me highlight it, because ever since I got this iPad Pro, man, this has made the stream a lot better. So you see this right here?
Show me some of them tricks with that iPad Pro, man. I gotta
Yeah,
start incorporating mine in there.
that's right. Let me highlight in
And you're
red
doing all of this wirelessly, or is it connected wirelessly to
wirelessly
the?
through NDI. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see
Okay.
that? 224 frames per second in 8K. That's
Mm.
kind of nuts. So, but here at the cinematographer's corner, you know, we aren't really impressed by 17K,
Not
24.
really.
We not really impressed by that. How does it look? Now, a lot
It's a good
of
question.
videos have been going around about how it looks and etc. And you know what? Let me try to pull up something real quick,
All right.
because there's a lot of videos. CVP is very in depth.
Logic have gained a name for themselves within the filmmaking industry for continually pushing new, fresh
Now, I don't want to
technology and features.
get copywritten, so what I'm going to do is just try to fast forward this. Um, no, we don't want to share. Can I fast forward? Oh, it is interactive. So let me do this. And let me just fast forward to the footage. How's it playing on your end? Is it choppy or is it pretty smooth?
Looks pretty good. Looks
Okay,
pretty good.
that's beautiful. All right, let me get to some of the images. All right, so
Totaled about 990 gig. We got really lucky and came across some local rangers who were managing a bonfire. Slow motion footage of this looks absolutely fantastic and is some of the best slow motion I've seen from a camera in a while. The colours look great and there is lots of detail. It also does a very good job at holding on to highlight detail of the flames. Highlight roll off is nice, however, enabling highlight recovery and resolve is a must for this. We also got really lucky with the weather throughout the entire day. Let us know what you think of the images in the comments below.
all right, so as well as he did the thing that we wanted to do or that we wanted to see, he put it against like the Arri Alexa and etc.
Okay.
Um, it's not this video, so let me go back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll freeze the frame, and
Okay.
I want you to tell me if you can tell the difference between which is which. I mean, it's YouTube compression, but you're seeing it on
Right. I
Zoom.
was about to say, yeah, man, I didn't mind. So don't don't come for me if I don't get it right.
Yeah.
But let's, yeah.
Let me try to go back.
As with many other modern
Back, back, please. No,
Mhm.
no, no back. All right, let me switch this and go back right here. Let's see if I, okay, there we go. Blackmagic 12. Boom. And let's do the CVP. Oh, that was brand new. That's why. CVP.
Mhm.
CVP. All right, let's do, is this the full one? Yeah, I think this is it.
For over 25 years,
Excuse the
Lovesac
commercials.
has been rewriting the rules of comfort. It's okay to change.
Boom.
Hey there, Jake here from CVP. Today we are taking a look at Blackmagic's latest cinema camera.
All right, as you see, it's really lovely. Okay, these are the images right here. Boom.
2.4, and then tweaking their raw parameters to make each image look their best. But no real heavy corrections or color have been applied.
All right, right here. Boom. All right, let me increase this. Kaboom. All right. One camera is the Arri Alexa 35, the brand new top of top Arri. The second one is the Sony Venice. And the third one is a Blackmagic 12K. And the last one is the Red V Raptor, the 8K.
All right.
Just
so-
looking at this, can you just tell a difference?
Yes, I see a lot of differences.
Okay, good, good. Which one do you think is a Blackmagic?
I could tell you the differences first. The first one has a heavy, the first two on the left has a heavy vignette on the right hand side. Yes, there is a vignette. I would try to guess which one is the Sony camera. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And just give me 1 second. I will be right with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I get at least 2 guesses for the Sony camera?
Of
At
course.
least?
Of course.
And let's see if I get at least one, right? So I think it's camera A or B for Sony.
Okay, so let me mark that. You said it's either, it's like the Sony would be right here. That would be
A
your
or
guess?
B.
Okay.
Yeah.
A
or
or
B.
B? Or B.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sony. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of them is the, we still got 3 more. We got the V Raptor, we got the Alexa 35, and we
I
got,
was just trying to guess the Sony. All right, so let's go with the Alexa 35. Just because I figured the Alexa 35 would have one of the best looking images, right? So
yeah.
let me see if I could, which one to me looks the best. Now, I would go for camera A because I like how camera A looks.
Hold on. Let me increase this resolution.
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better. All right, so now I could see a little bit of a difference. Now I'm almost 100% convinced that camera A is Sony.
Okay.
Knock me out.
So let's
think so.
Yes. Erase camera B.
Yeah. Yes, I think it's Sony. And then we have camera. I would say camera. I would go with camera. Damn. I would say this is not fun. It's not fun and it's not funny. All right, so I would say maybe C is the Alexa 35.
Okay, Alexa.
And I would give the V Raptor camera D.
Okay.
And the other one's camera 3.
And this will be the black.
And I can all say why.
Yeah. Tell me.
But can I? It's 2 things, right?
Yeah.
The camera A seems a little bit sharper than all the others, so that's why I threw it over to Sony.
Okay.
But I feel like that could also be the Alexa 35 because even though it's a little sharp, it's not like piercingly sharp. But you could see the difference in his beard, and at least to my eyes, I gave the Alexa 35 C because there's a little bit better roll off on the highlights, and I know that camera is very popular for that, and it has this really smooth sharpness to it. It looks cool, and camera 3 also looks pretty good too in the same way. Just that camera 3, it's a little brighter. I think the skin tone looks the most natural in camera 3. So that's why I kind of would have went with Blackmagic or one of these cameras on there. But the one where the skin tone doesn't look as natural to me is in Camera A. So forgive me, Sony, but that's why I went with this one.
All right. So I've worked with the
and
Alexa.
then-
I've worked with the Alexa 35, and when we do the reveal, I'll show you.
And even the last one, the red, I feel like 3 and 4 look very similar. So that's why I gave them both Blackmagic.
Okay. Okay, cool.
No, what am I saying? It's supposed to be well, yeah. I said 3 and 4. It's camera C and D look similar.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I should have given these to the Blackmagic. So can we do a swap?
Okay, yeah.
Can we give Alexa camera 2? So B. Camera B is Alexa 35. Yeah. And then we'll go camera C, the V Raptor, and camera D, the red. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, so camera B is Alexa,
Mm-hmm.
and camera C would be the Blackmagic.
Yes.
All right.
And then camera D would be the Raptor. Yeah, that's my guess. Final guess. Final
Okay.
guess. I'm not changing a thing about it.
All right, so let's go to a different scene and see if you change your mind.
I have a feeling I'm wrong, but it's just
The
weird.
new sensor inside
But given they all look
their
good.
best,
They all
Yes.
look good.
but no real heavy corrections or color have been applied.
All right, this is a different scene, how it is in low light. All right, and let's go to the other scene when they're in daytime. They all
Let
are
us know what
different.
you think is what in the comments below.
They all are different, and you can definitely see it outside now that how different they
Yes.
are,
Yes.
especially with
I'm
like skin
sticking-
tones.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with the Alexa for camera.
All right, so let's
Camera B. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I have, yeah.
fast forward to the reveal, which is at the end of the video, I think. Yeah. Oh, Sony A. Camera
Oh,
A
yeah,
is
here
the
are the
Burano,
results of the
so you're
comparison.
right.
You can definitely
The B is the Alexa.
see subtle
Mini
differences
LF.
between the cameras, and let us know what image you prefer down in the
And yeah, you got all right. 4 for 4.
comments below.
Listen, this is
For new-
history. And listen, pause this. For those of you who may have thought that Jonathan and I planned this, I want to let you know, as God is my witness, you are wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And I feel good. Listen, take a sip of tea for that.
So you were 4
Yeah,
for
man.
4. What made
Yeah.
you think? What made you change your mind? And what were you seeing?
Because I recognize that the two cameras on the bottom looked alike. They look like something from Blackmagic. And I was
Yeah.
like, And then when you see the dynamic range in B, come on, man. Like, you already know Alexa be killing in that dynamic range. They ain't ready to touch them, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I went with that. And then the sharpness in camera A was what gave it away. Sony live on the sharp side. You can't mess with them.
Yeah.
But if it's one thing I can tell you, it's always easier way to take away. It's for me. I don't know other people. It's always easier to dumb down sharpness than to add it. So
Yeah.
it can always be reduced. But I mean, either way, once you get it straight out of camera looking the way you want, then why not? Why shoot to go and dumb down or bit? Just buy the camera you like. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. If you can, then you buy it. Then you work towards getting it. But buy what you like.
Yep. Because the outside scene, definitely the outside scene, I'm like, yes, the Blackmagic is 12K, is this and that and all of that, but again, it's $7,000. Now, there's a caveat to that. And when we get to the outside shot, let's see. Let me check. Yeah, this shot
And
right
to
here.
me, remember when I saw the outside shot, I was like, all right, cool. I made up my mind because the outside
Let us
shot
know what you
really
think as well
gave
in the
it
comments
away.
below.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that shot. Look at that shot on camera B, man. What do you want? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
'Cause-
But I have to say, Sony's still keeping up. The Burano is keeping up. I kind of like that image, though.
Yeah, you can do a lot with that image. It's just like it's the camera B, the face is so much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
just
the colors is just beautiful on the Alexa. I mean, the shadow information on the Burano wasn't that great, but it was also not that great in the red. The camera, but of course, camera C and camera B did very well in keeping up with the shadows. Which is great.
So Blackmagic isn't doing bad at all. I must say, it's not doing bad. And if we go back to B&H, let me clear this. Boom. Yeah, we go back to B&H and we see all of this stuff from the Blackmagic. The only thing is like Blackmagic Raw though. So it's shooting Blackmagic Raw. I don't think it does ProRes. So it might be an issue. Might be a big issue, actually.
All right.
There must be some caveats.
Yeah, if you guys could hear the heat coming up in my building, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys, but I'm just apologizing for it right now.
Yeah, it is a large format camera, and it has quite a few things. Now, when this first came out, I can go backwards. When this first came out, it was $16,000.
Wow.
This right here, like $16,000. The reason being is that it comes with everything that you see right here, and the storage is proprietary from Blackmagic.
Right.
And you need it in order to run those really high frame rates. But the cheaper version, it comes with USB type, not USB, CFast type B. So you can't run those really high frame rates like with the other expensive one with Blackmagic's proprietary. So it is dumbed down a bit. That's why the price is cut like $10,000 and you only get the body.
Okay.
So
this is considered more like a broadcasting camera, or like more like for, because I'm not too
cinema camera.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's competing with the Sony Burano and the Red and the Alexa. It's trying to compete in that market.
Okay.
But it's definitely not a run. If listen.
And $7,000.
Yeah, and $7,000. So, but listen, if you, this is the cheapest because out of all of those three cameras that we saw, the Alexa dropped as well. It's no longer $80-something thousand. Now you can get an Alexa 35 for $50-something thousand or $50,000. So I mean, it dropped $30,000, but it comes with licenses and all that stuff. But that's that. The Red is $25,000 and the Sony Burano is $25,000, and this is $16,000 with everything. If you just buy the body, it's $7,000. So it's still way under everything else.
Wow, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. But I must say, for those YouTubers out there that's looking at this and try to do a one-man band, one running gig type of thing with this, please don't do it. You will kill yourself because this thing is kind of heavy.
So how would you I don't know too much about the Blackmagic cameras, but how would you compare this one to the one that they just came out, the mini, I think it's called,
Or the Pixus.
I mean, yeah, the Pixus, without all these I can get it. 12K. I get it. All right,
Mhm.
that's one thing. But how would you compare it to that camera? Let's put it out there. I like that camera. I have a love-hate relationship with that camera, the Pixie. And I guess everyone would understand why, because that's like almost everyone's feelings about it. But I kind of want your thoughts on, like, let's say I'm coming into buying a camera now. This camera is about $7,000, and the Mini is what, like 3,000. So it's like half the price,
Right.
right? So my question now is, which one now is truly like a beginner's camera? Like, talk about that.
I would still say the Pixis is more of a beginner camera because all the Pixis really is a pocket 6K because it's the
Okay.
same sensor, but it's just a square body with different ports and
Right.
etc. So that's still a beginner camera and is relatively cheap. This is more like a beginner cinema camera. The Pixis you can do run and gun and you can do a whole bunch of other things. The Pixis would be more like the Komodo version of the V Raptor. So this would be Blackmagic's V Raptor / Komodo X, and the Pixis would be the Komodo crash cam equivalent.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
So which one would you once again, which one would you recommend? Like, I say I'm coming to you. I say, hey John, man, listen, man, I think I'm want to come over to the Blackmagic side.
Mhm.
I've been looking at the Mini, and I've also been looking at the Ursa Cine, and I'm like, dude, which one do you think I should get? Money's not an issue. Budget is not an issue. I just want to know, which one should I get between these two?
oh, well, I would say it depends on what you're using it for. Now, if you're using it as a team type of camera and you're building it out for like big productions and etc. And if you're using VFX, like virtual effects, definitely you will go with the more expensive one, which is the Ursa.
Okay.
Yeah. With this, if you're doing run and gun, if you're probably doing weddings, if you're doing light streaming, or if you're doing small little documentaries and etc., I would go with this because I also think this can do ProRes.
Okay. Oh, so wait. The Mini cannot, the Ursa cannot do ProRes?
No, it's
Can't.
just raw.
Oh.
I think this is raw as well.
Well, I guess most people accustomed to shooting with a Blackmagic know that's what they shoot, raw.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because that's where you
that's
get the
correct.
everything from.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is 13 stops. Has ISO sensitivity too, and I think Blackmagic RAW, if I'm not, I think it's 12-bit, a 12-bit codec. I think Blackmagic RAW is B-RAW is really good because if I've spoken to quite a few editors and etc. I've heard a bunch of editors on YouTube, and how they speak about Blackmagic RAW is one of the good codecs. I've never heard anything really bad about Blackmagic RAW. Is it Red RAW or Airy RAW? No. Or is it the Sony OCN XT? No. But it's way better than S-Log, is better than MP4, if that's even a codec, or ProRes. It's better than all that.
Yeah, I can somewhat share the same feelings on that, because I've seen a lot of Blackmagic stuff, and I can actually appreciate that Blackmagic RAW is beautiful to work with. I downloaded some Blackmagic RAW footage, and it was so beautiful to work with, so nice to edit, easy to edit, no complaints on that part.
And plus you have DaVinci.
Yep, DaVinci. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, DaVinci helps a big time in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't even complain about that. Yep.
Oh, that's super dope. So, but
Yeah.
with me now, I've learned that I don't really care about the body that much anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna get like a DSLR or something and then try to put a cinema lens on there and expect it to turn out good. That's just not how it works. But
Yeah.
a lot of these cameras that are coming out now, they're really good. They're really good, and they're shrinking the price so people like us can get it, test it out, and even shoot with it on certain gigs. But yeah, I must say,
Mm-hmm.
Sony is in a predicament though, because the FX6, let me tell you, let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
The Sony FX6 is still like $6,000. And there's a lot in this price range that can go pound for Sony and even beat Sony. Because Sony, the thing that's really holding up Sony is that autofocus. The autofocus is second to none. But if you actually put a cinema camera on there, I mean a cinema lens, it's just like every other camera. So I don't know.
Here, no. Well, you mean between the FX3 and the FX6?
No, just the FX6. The FX6 at a $6,000 price
Yeah.
range, and for as old as it is, this
Mhm.
might be a hard sell.
Okay, so I guess you're asking me if I would still buy the FX6 today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll answer you. Yes. Yeah. And you might say, but Kevin, why? Because we just looked at that other camera for $7,000 that probably is way better and more advanced than this.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Will I be shooting 12K? No.
No.
Yeah. And will I be shooting 4K? Yes. Do I find there are more things in the FX6 that would be more usable to me? Yes. So when I make these kind of purchases, these are the kind of questions that I ask. I don't do it based on specs or when I say specs, not like the most impressive specs, but the specs that make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So with this said, like I would feel like I would utilize the autofocus a whole lot more. Like, and even just that, like the S-Log 3 is good enough for me. At least for now. Even like that, then I want to shoot RAW, then I could always get a screen that would allow me to shoot RAW or get a higher, you know, and then even not only with that too, I also just like the way it's built. I do. I mean, the handle, everything about it. The things people don't like, may not like, I like. You know, I like the size. I don't like my cameras being too small. Neither do I like them being too big. Because, you know, weight helps with a lot of things. So for me personally, it could just be a bias at this moment. But I just love the way the Sony FX6 is designed and its features. So yes, I would buy it. However, if I were to ever move away from Sony, which I'm feeling is going to happen pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
I am big on color.
Yeah.
I like color accuracy and information. And with that said, like I would prefer have let's put it like this, right? It's almost like me having a sports car. I may not use all 800,000, but did I say 800,000? I was thinking actually all 800 horsepower every day. But it just feels good to have that horsepower under my engine that when I do need to crank it up, I can use it. You know, so it feels good to know that you have a video camera that when you're ready to work with higher paying clients and people who are willing and able to pay for those things, pay for that kind of quality of service, you have it. You know, from that's where I am at now. But for now, there is so much that I can actually do with what I have. So I am content with it. But in the future, do I see myself moving away from Sony? Yes.
What
Can
about
I stay? Can I stay with Sony? Yes, but they need to drop their prices.
I don't think they ever going to do that.
And
That's Sony.
I am not joking about that. Why is the Burano still 20, what's 25?
25.
25,000?
25.
And you have Black Magic coming out with such a great camera for $7,000. I mean, make it make sense, John. Make it make sense.
Remember, the Blackmagic doesn't have autofocus. Right? Sony's autofocus is second to none, and it's a massive selling point.
Right,
Because
but sorry to cut you off,
Uh-huh.
but how many videographers buy a camera for autofocus? Like seriously,
you will be surprised. Like a lot of these YouTubers and etc. Because
right on. John, how many YouTubers use a Burano to do YouTube videos?
they don't use YouTube video, but I mean for like those who are doing like weddings and documentaries, like those guys.
They buy Buranos to do weddings?
Well, not weddings. Well, documentaries are
Right.
like newscasts. But
I think the most popular one right now for documentaries when you're using a Sony camera is the FX6.
FX6.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down. And it makes sense. Yes, in that situation, you want to do a quick documentary and stuff like that. Yes, I give you that. But in terms of filming a movie and short films and, stuff like that, I don't see why it makes sense. Like I said, if you have a Blackmagic camera for $7,000 that you can color correct, and most times these shots are sitting down where you just have to focus one time, and you don't need to be refocusing and focusing because the individual. Now, here's the thing. Here's where I can see that can come in clutch. For example, when you're shooting at very small apertures, wide apertures. And I know in your case, what you use, no, you don't use aperture, you use
T-stop.
T-stop, right? And I remember you was telling me it worked differently on your camera, but on the Sony cameras, when you at like 1.2, brother, you trying to manual focus somebody doing this.
Oh yeah, it's impossible.
And this is a true example of it in motion right now, because this is my FX3 at 1.4, and I'm pretty sure my eyes are still in focus, even if I'm moving back and forth. You see that? Focus is not lost. All right. So that shows you the potential of this camera. But like I told you, I will not purchase a camera just for autofocusing. Not anymore. Not when I understand that, for example, for what I would want to do with it, which is like a short film or something like that, with that understanding, like I'm not going to go purchase a camera just because it has autofocus. I'd probably purchase it because it can do exactly what I want it to do. And then again, like we was talking about earlier, that nobody gonna shoot a whole film one man band no more. Like that's played out. And if you're still trying to do that, I'm here to tell you, stop it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Get some people that you can work with together, and you guys make it happen, man. Like there's no need for you to be trying to like create a film by yourself, operate a camera by yourself, try to focus by yourself, try to tell your actors what to do, gaffer by yourself, lighting. You killing yourself, man. Get some help, get a crew, and get a job done properly. You don't need a camera that can do it all. And at the end of the day, it might be good at all, but not master of none.
Because many people that are like starting or that's been doing this for a while, they think if they can do everything, they can charge the client more. That's not how it works. That's really not how it works.
That's what you call greed.
Yeah, because
you don't want to share the potato.
and if you get like same thing Kev said, if you get a team, someone that specializes in lighting, someone that specializes in pulling focus, dude, these people that are specialized, and when they come together as a team, they can beat any one-man band.
Absolutely.
Just wipe them off the field. Like they can beat any one-man band. There's a reason why people spend $20 or whatever to go see a movie from Hollywood. And there's a reason why their budgets are so high. because there are so many people, there's so many moving parts to make one scene, even one scene. There's so many moving pieces, and it's it's
Yeah.
it's it's a thrill, and it's pleasing that when you come home and you say we did that as a team.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys something also too. Like I remember one time I attended a wedding, and I'm like, on the day the bride said that they would be previewing the film of the wedding at the end,
What?
have the pictures up. Yes, have the pictures up on the TV towards the end. So for those of you who would like to remain and enjoy it, it'll be fine. And it's like it was like within the last hour of the wedding, bro. And I promise you not, they did a whole film edited by the time they were cutting the cake. So right after the cake was being cut, they took that scene and added it in where they had to edit. I couldn't imagine that was all. They have a template where they have scenes to put in to make it, but it was just sounded great, looked great, and then in the ending, they called out the people who were responsible for getting it done. And I kid you not, John, it was like 15 people.
You know what I'm saying? And they probably paid a big amount for that team, and they didn't disappoint. They didn't disappoint.
And I think that's the main thing. And you know, here's the thing. I tell a lot of I tell a lot of people that come to me and ask me, yeah, so how you price your stuff? How you price your stuff? I say I price it to stay alive. So I'm telling you, I price it so that the next gig could keep me. In other words, I don't want to be too high where I don't get a referral because of my price. Now, here's the thing, and that's where a lot of photographers, even like videographers, have lost a lot in this game, because we have a lot of people coming up now, putting a price on their work, and it's a lot cheaper.
Mhm.
But they get more consistent calls. So some people might sit back and be like, nah, I'm not doing this for less than 8,000. But there's somebody there that would do it for 3 or 4.
Mhm.
And they would get probably 3 or 4 of that a month. Mind you, the other person who's there who's charging 8,000-10,000 might get that once every 2-3 months.
Mhm.
So that person that is more consistent but a little cheaper is making a lot more money.
Mhm.
Um,
They
I don't know how
also
I got there, but I think I was just saying that in the sense of relating to the price of the cameras here.
that's true. And there's also some people that just make it off of networking as well. Some people will not work with you until you are vetted by one of their trusted friends. That's just the
Correct.
nature of the beast. If the director or something likes you, he's gonna call you. I don't care how much talent you have. He will never know about you if you're not into that. If you're not in that circle, that's just how some things go. And believe it or not, there are some clients that do hire you because of the equipment that you have. When it's a big corporate shoot and etc., and you come in with a big rig, even though you can do it probably with an FX6 or something much smaller, but if you come in there with a big rig or a Alexa or something like that, some clients will hire you even more because they like to see where their money is going. They don't want to think that you're getting the majority of the profit. No client wants to think that. They want to think that the majority of their money that they're spending is going into the production. That's just the nature of the beast.
That's and you know what? That's a reality right there. That is like 100% facts that you're talking there. Unfortunately, people just want what they want.
Correct. Correct.
Some want caviar.
Correct.
Creme de la creme. So just want the best of the best. Like it.
And for you one,
And that's
hold on, I got a beef. For you one-man bands out there
oh boy.
that neglect sound and just get the cheapest boom microphone or the cheapest lavalier microphone and stick it into your camera and see the levels and just make sure it's not clipping and say it's good enough, or just get 32-bit float and say it's 32-bit float, we can do whatever, it's just good enough. You're playing yourself. When it comes to live streaming, podcasting, even short films and etc., sound is probably 70% of this entire thing. So you have to pay attention to your sound. You have to and if you don't know sound, it's okay to say, I don't know enough. Hire a sound guy. Please do it. I just had to get that off my chest.
I listen, man. I agree 100% with you on this because I, I love sound too. Sound is like one of my passions from the kid, and I like good sound. And one of the most annoying things to me is terrible sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I agree with you 100% on this one, man. I can't even like disagree. It's
Yeah.
100% true. If you're gonna do video, you need to have great sound. There's no way of just putting a boom mic, especially the all FX6 owners that just throw a Sennheiser or Rode NTG in there and think that, hey, this is great sound. You'd be even better off buying like the wireless Rodes and sticking it closer to the person and getting a better sound. Or if you're not planning to boom that mic off and get good audio. So yeah, I totally 100% agree with you on that point, John.
One thing that irked me is that I saw someone that was doing a live event, and they were probably like 50 feet away from the stage where the speaker was, and they had a boom microphone attached to the camera. Like, what sound are you getting?
You know, listen, you know I do photography too, so that's like me when I see photographers with flashes on camera and they're taking a picture like 10, like what, not even like 100 feet away. And that flash going at full power, pow, pow. I'm like, what the hell is that flash doing from 100 feet away? So the concept is the same, and that's why I try to relate sound to lights. And the effect that light has on its subject, I think of sound and the mic being the light in the same way. Because for example, the further away the light gets, the harsher the light gets. The further away the mic is, the harsher the sound gets. The closer you bring the light, it's warmer and softer. The closer you bring the mic to the voice, it's more pleasing to the ear and less reverb and all that. So I look at it in that sense. So if you guys never didn't know how to think of sound, I guess that would be a good way to actually look at it. Just know that where you place your mics and how you place them, because you could place them closer or whatever, and the positioning is very important to the sound. It's the same way with lighting. So just have the same approach. Just don't think because, like John said, because you bought a $2,000 mic or $1,500 mic and you heard someone say, yeah, it gives great sound. Just remember that your technique is very important, where you place it, and once you realize you've mastered those things when it comes to post-processing, it becomes a lot easier. I've watched John edit a bunch of audio files and like, that's it? That's all you do? That's how it sounds that great? Like to the point where I asked him to do one live and he did, and I just want to thank you for that. And just watching him go through that process, I'm like, so all right, good. So it does prove that once your technique is on point, everything else becomes a lot easier. It becomes more difficult when you have a terrible sound and now you want to go fix it up and try to like make it sound like it was done properly. And I think, so take that and drink it.
Yeah. Do you have any closing thoughts of where the people can catch you? Because I know you got to get somewhere, and today's Super Bowl Sunday, so people want to.
Yes. Just know we care about you guys. Is why we came out here today. Closing thoughts, guys. Just whatever you do, and it's gonna be on a general perspective. Whatever you do, just stay consistent. And I'm speaking to myself too. Whatever you do, just strive for the best, and don't compare yourself to people. I'm not saying that you can't look at something and try to I guess mimic it or something like that for what's the word that I'm looking for oh my goodness,
like get inspiration from it and stuff.
Inspiration. Thank you, John. Like to get inspiration. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're going to use that person's work, or you're going to use that to feel worse about what you're doing, that's the problem. use it as motivation and inspiration to further your craft and to also get better in what you're doing. And just stay shooting, man. Just keep pressing that record button, whether it be for video, whether it be for audio, whether it be for, I don't know, saying action. You know what I'm saying? Just make that short film, do that documentary, do that podcast, and just do whatever you enjoy doing. Yeah. So, and oh yeah, enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yes, yes, sir. So that is it for episode 4 of the Cinematographer's Corner. We're gonna
Yeah,
try to
thanks.
keep this more consistent and not wait like 6 months for the next episode.
Yep, and I'm excited about episode 4. I feel good about it. I feel like things are coming along. I think it's getting better. Hopefully next time we have someone ask a question or somebody come on stream, that would be great. So maybe I could invite 1 or 2 friends and stuff just so you guys come out. So if you see this video, just know that the next one should be coming out next Sunday, hopefully, and you need to come on, and we need to set a set time. I think maybe like 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 might be good on most Sundays. If anything, we might be a few minutes off, but we'll be here. So look out for us. And one way to know that we are here is to subscribe, right,
So,
John?
yep.
Subscribe and click the notification button so that anytime we are here, you guys will know. And that's very important. Come on, guys, just support the channel, and I promise you we'll have all the content that you need. We'll answer any questions you may have. If you want to email John or send me an email, any one of us, and then you may have questions, we'll have a Q&A section where we'll answer all you guys' questions to the best of our ability, because the goal at the end of the day is for everyone to be great. All right, so
Correct. All right, so there's nothing else really to say, but enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we're gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
all right, peace, y'all. Yeah.